Got it. We decided to record the last session. Yeah. No, you guys made it through our DrupalCamp. We really appreciate it. Participation, all your help. Questions, involvements, especially the speakers. We traveled from all over the place to come to our fair city and participate in our camp. We really appreciate it. You make our camp better. We're more diverse because of it. Offered a great range of topics, so we really appreciate it. Give a hand for our speakers if you guys will. And lastly, the sponsors, of course. Give a hand for them as well. We couldn't do it without them. Especially UMSL, who provides the space every year. They're most grateful for that. It was great to have VML involved this year with Carl and everybody else who came down as well. So terrific camp. We appreciate their support as well. A few last minute things. Of course, we got the happy hour we're going to be rolling over to soon at Ferguson. They have great food, great beer, so check them out. Hopefully you'll join us for some. I just learned this term. So it's funny because Spry Digital had shawarma stickers. I don't know if you noticed. And Andrea, poignantly pointed out that at the end of Avengers, they go out for shawarma. And shawarma is their decompression session. So we're going to have shawarma. Not really, because they don't serve shawarma there, but we're going to have our symbolic shawarma and over a beer and whatnot. So hope you can join us for that as well. And before I pass the mic to Jeff, I just wanted to say, give a glance around the rooms, make sure nobody's leaving anything. We noticed like some stray backpacks or computers. We definitely don't want anybody leaving town without that. I would think you'd miss that, but you never know. So just make sure that everyone's covered there. And thanks for keeping everything clean and throwing out your guys' trash. We really appreciate that as well because, again, UMSL gives us the space, so we appreciate helping you out there. So Jeff, if you have any voice left, I think we're going to pass it to him, and he's going to share a little bit about how you can help Drupal. So.
Yeah, so one thing I wanted to point out before talking more about the community is Drupal it's in an interesting situation in terms of open source software. It's not really owned by a corporation in the way something like WordPress is, where there's one company that does a lot of the development and sponsors a lot of it. Some people might accuse Acquia of doing that, the company I work for, but it's actually a lot more distributed, and so there's not as much centralized control over Drupal, the project. It's a lot more about the community. And the past couple of years, any community that's worth its salt has issues and grows and learns. The Drupal Association is one kind of organized part of the community that does a lot of different things. They run Drupal.org, the website where you download Drupal, have all your projects, all the issue queues and all that. So that's a very central resource in our community. They also organize DrupalCons, which if you are at all interested in anything Drupal, DrupalCon is one of the best events of the year that you could attend. Lots of great learning and tons of great networking, code sprints, and all kinds of things that can kind of level up your skills and also make you feel a lot more connected to the people that you're talking to online sometimes. They also run Drupal jobs, so if you're looking for a job or if you have a job to fill, Drupal jobs is one of the central resources for that. And they have membership, and this is one way that Drupal Association always would like to kind of call for help. If you want to be an individual sponsor or member or whatever it is, you can go online and do that. And they told me to tell you that if you sign up before the end of October, you'll get a personalized printable certificate. As if this badge wasn't enough, But I think, so there's a link to some more information about that at bit.ly DrupalCamp STL-community. Also in St. Louis, if you are living here or near here, we have monthly meetups every month, and a lot of months it's just kind of discussion around what things you're having trouble with, or a case study for some website you just launched. With Spry Digital, it seems like at least 4 or 5 times a year we end up talking about one of the cool sites that they worked on. It's just neat to see the things that other people are doing, and it also lets us see new modules or new techniques or new technology in general that other people are getting into that you might be interested in too. And I know that a few people in their job moves, it's all because they met people at Meetup and they met people at camp, and then they learned about some really neat opportunity. We're also on Slack for people that don't like IRC, and IRC for people that do like IRC. There's a Drupal community. There's lots of different parts of the community, so people focusing on coding and documentation and diversity and inclusion and camps, and there's like a group on IRC and Slack for pretty much anything under the sun. So no matter what you do, if you're not a coder, that's fine. Traditionally, a lot of people that weren't coders doing a lot of PHP, they would feel left out, but there's a lot more opportunities now for doing things like helping with documentation, helping do something on the web or promote something. Even helping out at a DrupalCamp is a great way to get kind of more visibility into the Drupal community and give back. And it's one of those things where, like for myself, for the past 8 years now, my entire livelihood has been basically because of Drupal. So the least I can do is help kind of spread the community love and get other people involved and help other people have a similar situation. And the last thing about the Drupal community this year is we have, if you haven't signed up for it, you're probably not going to be going there since it's next week, but we have DrupalCon Vienna, which is in Austria. Even if you don't go there, check out, there will be tons of great sessions. They don't get them up quite as quickly as Kevin Thole does here. He usually has them up about 10 minutes after the session, but they will have all the videos from all the sessions there online, so you can follow the Drupal Association's, I think it's their YouTube channel, to see those. But there's also a DrupalCon in Nashville, which is only, what, an 8-hour drive or 6-hour drive from St. Louis? So, yeah, so we might have to have a big caravan from St. Louis heading down there, but it promises to be a really fun time. There's a lot of people, a lot of different interests. No matter what you do in the world of web development, content management, marketing, business, whatever it is, there's people who you will learn about and meet and have a lot of fun interactions with if you go to one of these DrupalCons. Plus, there's always good food, and in Nashville there will actually be good music too. Yeah. And so that's all I have about the community. If you're in another city besides St. Louis, definitely check out on groups.drupal.org or on DrupalCamp.com. There's tons of events happening all over the U.S. and the world. I don't think we have any international attendees this year. But even if you're in another country, most countries have a lot of Drupal communities within them. But that said, it's time for us to clean up, and we're going to head over and get a little beer and do our shawarma. So thank you, everybody.